Hey, what's up guys, it's Luka coming to you from the great outdoors this time. I was going for a run earlier and you know, like every time I kind of go into this meditative state of being and thinking, and yeah, I thought it would be quite interesting to maybe record those thoughts and share them. Yeah, so let's go. As you might know, I'm very supportive of the idea of minimalism and just getting rid of all of your shit, all your stuff. You don't need it. I guess maybe most of it you probably don't need. So I was thinking about why before it was so hard for me to get rid of my stuff, and I think it was because I kind of built my idea of self and my identity around my possessions. Kind of had this image in my head that the books and DVDs and CDs on my shelf would kind of determine what kind of person I am. Like the idea if an outsider came into my room and just saw my possessions, they could kind of get a grasp of who I am or as a person, or maybe more like who I wanted to be as a person. Similar to how we present ourselves on social media, kind of like the person that we want to be rather than the person that we are. But yeah, that's a whole other discussion. So when I was slowly getting rid of most of my stuff, getting into minimalism, you know, the hardest things to get rid of were like kind of like these memorable objects, you know, movies and books that I liked, maybe objects that reminded me of certain, I don't know, events in my life that were important. I was always thinking that if I got rid of these things, then I wouldn't have these moments of going through my old stuff, finding like finding memories and being like, ah, cool, this is what I did, nice. Obviously our memories are not inside things, they're inside of our head. But of course, as obvious as it is, it's kind of harder to like, you know, grasp emotionally than it is to grasp mentally. I remember one time I went to a bookshop, I think with my friend, and then my friend pointed at this book and she was like, I want to buy this book. And I was like, wait a minute, didn't you read that book already? And she was like, yeah, I did, but you know, I kind of want to own it. And that was after I'd already gotten into minimalism, but I didn't want to like have that whole discussion with her, so I just let it be. But that kind of shows again how we as people kind of, I don't know, need to have all that stuff around us to kind of, I don't know, tell us who we are as a person. Sure, yeah, the movies we watch, the music we listen to, the books we read, the experiences we have in our lives, they determine our identity, they make us who we are. Yeah, absolutely, but that doesn't happen by putting those things in our shelves, but by experiencing these things. Hey, yo. So yeah, my battery died unfortunately, so we're back in the room. What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. So I think I've always kind of been in minimalism when it came to like random useless stuff. I was always like, why would you have a stuffed house with all this shit if you can have a perfectly nice, clean, empty and spacious house instead? But yeah, as I told you, my problem was more like with stuff that had something to do with me and my identity. You know, if I had my own place and everything, I would just get rid of everything that I don't need. But I mean, at the moment I'm renting and all furniture is included, and also I've got 4 housemates, so I can't do whatever the fuck I want, which is cool and okay, but you know, if I could, I would. So yeah, I guess the message that you can take away from this video is that our identity is not in our things, it is within ourselves. And maybe realizing this, or maybe just being reminded of it, can help you move forward. I think that's everything I have to say on this beautiful Sunday. If you have any opinions or anything that you want to share, let me know in the comments. What do you think about stuff and identity and minimalism? Let me know. Other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time. Bye!